It's work experience, that lad. No, really. Hello there, welcome to Big Brother's Little Brother. I hope you're well. It's Sunday, everybody, and Big Brother is once again making the headlines. Sunday means Sunday papers, means tabloids, and it's been a very tough week for all of them in the house. A lot of the kiss and tell stories have been coming out in the old tabloids today, but also, of course, the lads have lost 30% of their food budget for next week and 120 hours down the drain because they failed the first task. This week's also seen the first argument in the house between Penny and Stuart over them potentially sleeping together, even though none of them actually entertained thoughts that are such. But Friday night was crunch night. After 7.5 days, the housemates had to go into the diary room and nominate who's for the chop. This is what happened.
Paul first and Penny second.
Helen and Elizabeth.
Paul and Penny.
Narinda and Penny.
Penny and Hilda.
Bubble and Narinda.
Helen and Bubble.
Amma and Helen.
Helen and Emma.
Penny and Narinda.
Never mind their budget, that's 30% of our next week's budget gone on that. Now, the boys are getting away fairly unscathed there. Dean, Stuart and Brian didn't get a single nomination, but Paul and Bubble got 2 nominations each. As for the girls, however, they got utterly leathered, right? All the girls were nominated, Penny and Helen taking the full brunt, each with 5 nominations. So, why Penny, why Helen? Here are the reasons.
I've nominated Penny because I believe that unwittingly she causes friction.
Does it matter?
But the people who don't do feel bad though.
I find she tends to talk to people like with kids.
Sometimes she can be a bit overpowering and a bit teacherish.
Should we all sit down somewhere comfortable so it's not so threatening?
I think she's mothering the group.
All right, everybody.
I don't think she is a good contributor or influence on the group.
I'm getting upset because I really have not tried to dominate.
I nominate Helen because I find her quite tactless at times.
5?
He was so shy.
The male would be nice.
He was so shy.
Sort of male.
Sometimes she can be a little bit immature.
Really?
That always
Helen, because she gives me constantly hacky looks.
She's slightly up herself.
Yeah, just because I'm blonde and just because I just look all right.
Because I think it's going to be more sun in Wales for her.
Don't cry, come on.
Oh, Dean there, playing the old don't cry, come on card again. OK, now we have Paul, Helen's friend, on the line to maybe shed some light about her being nominated and stuff. Hello, Paul.
Hi, Dermot.
How are you doing? All right?
I'm OK, thanks.
Excellent stuff. Now, Helen's convinced she's been nominated. Do you really think that she has? Do you really think she's convinced, or is it just bravado?
Sorry, got a job to hear you.
Oh, no problem at all. Helen has been convinced, she says she's convinced she's been nominated, but do you honestly think that, or do you think she's just saying that to the housemates?
No, at the moment she probably does think she has been nominated. She probably thinks that, you know, she did fail that first task, even though that we know that it wasn't her actually that did it.
Sure. Now, are you surprised that she's been nominated?
Yeah, I am surprised she's nominated. We know she's not coming out yet. The flags are flying high here in Wales, so she's going to be great.
God, you sound like an MP. It's fantastic. And being honest and friendship aside, do you honestly think that she'll be nominated, that she'll be evicted this week? Do you think
no, she won't be coming out yet. No, she's been great in there. She put those Gucci shoes and handbag to one side, you know, for all the others in there to have a good nosh and a drink. And we're really proud of her for doing that. She's been great.
Reintroducing the word nosh into my vocabulary once again. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thanks for that. Take care, mate. OK, well, for the flip side of the coin, we're joined by Hayley Miller, who's Penny's friend. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
All right, thank you.
Tough week for Penny, and she's been very quiet since the nomination. She seems to be a person that withdraws into herself, from what I can see, in my amateur psychiatrist way. Do you think she'll be disappointed when she finds out?
I don't think she's going to be surprised that she's been nominated at all. I think her argument with Stuart has made her think that people are going to nominate her. She's going to be very disappointed. Penny's the kind of person who's very emotional. She's going to find it quite hard to deal with.
Yeah, sure. Do you think she's surprised that 5, I mean, 5's quite a lot of people, obviously. Do you think that she's surprised that many people have voted for her?
No, I don't think she'll be surprised by that at all.
Why so?
She sussed people fairly early on. She knows who doesn't like her.
OK. Now, cracks have started to appear in her relationship with the other housemates, and the public opinion is divided. A lot of people, I think, are probably not entirely sure where she's coming from, and probably think her matriarchal side is quite misguided. You know, do you honestly think she can pull through here?
I do think she can pull through. The good thing about Penny is that before she went in the house, she said she was going to go in and be Penny, and that's exactly what she's done. There's a lot of people who have gone in there and they're being somebody they're not. Penny is just Penny. She's great fun, she's sassy, she's sexy, and I think the public like her. When the vote comes in on Friday, I think Penny's still going to be standing.
Excellent stuff, Hal. Thank you very much. OK, we've heard from Penny's friends, we've heard from Helen's friends. Now it's time to hear from you, our talking point today. Penny or Helen, quite simply, who's out? Give us a call, 0870 901 9070. Right now, over to Natalie with a bit of tic-tac and a bit of flutter.
Hi, now as we know, the first person to be evicted on Friday will be making their way down here, which is our walk of shame with their sad, sorry feet. But we are here with Paddy Power, yes, that is his real name, who's our betting expert, and he's going to be guiding us through the heady world of betting. How are you, Paddy?
I'm great.
Good. So can you tell us, after Friday night's nominations, who's the favourite to be evicted out first?
Penny has been heavily supported as favourite, and she's now 4-9 favourite, which means you get about £1.45 back for every pound you put on.
Right.
And Helen has a 13-8 shot, the opposite of that. It's between the two of them now.
So the odds, can you just repeat the odds again?
4-9 favourite for Penny,
right,
which is about £1.45 back for a pound put on, and 13-8 then
right,
for Helen, which would be about £2.60.
Ooh, about £2.60. What could that buy you? That could buy me some clothes, because they're so tiny. Huh? So can you tell me, who determines these odds? How do you come up with them?
Well, effectively, we just watch the show and we sit down and we talk about it. We put our opinions down on paper and turn them into odds.
Oh.
And then the money decides how short or how big they get.
Oh, fantastic. So, who do you think is going to win? Who's the favourite to win so far?
Brian has been the best backed. He was 8-1 at the start of the show, and he's now 3-1 clear favourite.
3-1 clear favourite. They all do that, don't they? The old gambling thing going like that. Well, thank you very much for that, Paddy. And now it's back over to Dermot.
It is indeed your dad's 60th birthday, Emma. That's not why we're talking. Aidan and John, the senior producer here. I would say the mood, from what I've been seeing since Friday, the mood's been quite subdued in the house.
It has.
Is that true?
Yeah, yeah, very subdued. They were obviously very worried by nominations, and they had this massive, epic discussion last night. And I think, yeah, basically sombre, lazy. A lot of them have been lazing around,
really?
Going to sleeps in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Bubble had a little sleep. Elizabeth had a sleep.
Bubble's always asleep.
Yeah, Amma had a snooze. So I think they're recovering from the fire task, and they're a bit down about having done the nominations.
Well, I mean, you say that, you know, the people have been a bit lazy, and you say that there's been slight tension, and there was a big discussion last night. What went on in that discussion? Can you tell us?
It's impossible to tell you in a minute, but it was an epic discussion. Basically, they each came out with really the worst things that have ever happened to them, which wasn't really what we asked for. We just asked for a moment that meant a lot to them in their life, an important moment, but it turned into this really deep, sort of psychological unburdening, really. So yeah, it was a big evening for them.
But now the guys have a different task. That task is something to do with first aid, am I right?
Yeah, they've got to basically learn 5 different lessons, first aid lessons, and they'll be tested in an interesting way at the end of the week. Today they're doing bandaging, so they've been bandaging each other up in slings and head bandages and stuff like that.
And who have you seen coming to the fore, leadership qualities?
Interestingly, for the first time really, Brian's come to the fore. He's a trolley dolly, so he's done the first aid course as part of his job.
Yeah.
And he's been reading out the rules, helping people to think their way through the different parts of the task. So,
excellent stuff.
Yeah,
Aidan, we'll catch up with you later on. Thank you very much. Over to Natalie now with the talking point today.
Hi, yes, I'm here to read you what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about today is Penny, Helen, who's out? Helen, Penny, who's out? Just don't know. Basically, on Friday night, Penny and Helen were nominated by their housemates. We've heard from Penny and Helen's friends. We've also heard from our bookie, Paddy Power. He's been giving us the odds. Penny's on 4-9 at the moment, and Helen's on 13-8. I don't actually know what that means, but I'm sure you all do out there. Talking point is Penny or Helen, who's out? We've got some phone calls and we've got some emails. Ian, are you there?
I am indeed, my love.
Hello, Ian. I thought I'd do that really quick, Ian, just to get it in there and see if you were listening. But you obviously were. So, Ian, what do you want to tell us today?
Well, I just think it's a shame that Penny, I just think that Penny's got much more to offer the group in the long run.
Do you think?
You know, she's a player. I mean, she was doing all the really poo jobs that she thought that people wouldn't enjoy. And, you know, it's just all been taken the wrong way. She's not a control freak at all.
I have to say, it does seem like the housemates are biting the hand that feeds them to a degree.
That very much so. Very much so. Yes. Ah.
Thank you very much for that, Ian.
I had an opinion there. That was excellent. Thanks, Ian. Take care.
Julie from Cardiff, you there?
Hello.
Hello, Julie. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good. What have you got to tell us today, Julie?
Well, I'd like to vote Penny off. I think she's very, very false. Anyone with an ounce of sense can see right through her. She's really, really false. She talks to people like she's still in her classroom. And the argument with Stuart, I mean, she just wouldn't let it drop. She just would not let it drop.
Oh. not a fan of Penny. I thought it was him that wouldn't let you up. I can also
I
detect
thought
the
it was
Welsh
her.
accent.
She was sneaky about it. At least Stuart was open about it, but she was really sneaky about it.
I was going to say, this wouldn't have anything to do with your Julie from Cardiff, would it?
No, I think Helen's lovely. She's not false. She's as she is. What you see is what you get with Helen.
All right, Julie, thanks a lot.
Thanks very much. We've got some emails as well. Let's have a quick read of them.
Didn't
First
like me
one
jokes, did
is
she?
from... No, she was like that.
She was like,
she had a point. She said it well.
nothing
She's
to do,
going
you're from
home.
Cardiff. She
And
went,
that's
no.
that.
I was like, right
All
then.
right, mate. Yeah, calm down. Jim Blackler, when Helen was given the choice of a party for a group or a life's ambition, handbag and shoes, she put the group first without hesitation. For that alone, I think she should stay at least another week.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep them coming in, please.
Please do.
What's that number?
The number is
So good at
0870 901 9070.
Very strong. Okay, so far we've been talking about who's going to get kicked out on Friday, but when one leaves, another one enters. For the first time, you get to vote for who the 11th housemate's going to be.
You certainly do. So you voted for Josh, who's still in isolation somewhere crazy and mad. And after the break, we'll be talking to the gallant losers and Natasha. But in case you didn't see it live on Friday, here's when Josh found out he was going in.
You've no idea how worried I was. There was just a shot of fire blanket there, and I was just thinking, yeah, that'd be great to come back from the break with, wouldn't it? Right now, the guys seem to be having a paddling pool, and they're crushing wine or grapes to make wine. What that has to do with first aid, I've no idea. But still, we live in hope. Now, they've gambled 60% of their next week's shopping allowance on this first aid malarkey, so how will they do? Helen is still feeling responsible after letting the gang down in the first week. This is what she had to say for herself.
No.
See, I'm so bloody thick.
If you're preventing something, what are you doing?
Don't know. I might find this really hard because I'm dyslexic. But I remember how to cut someone's hair, so don't worry about it.
You know, we've got the ABC, which is your airway, your breathing, and your...
I know, but I just can't...
It's going around the system, it's being pumped by the heart.
Circumcised.
No!
Totally messed up.
Hey, you, confidence,
What
right?
I want me to do is
Confidence,
when we
do it,
decide
okay?
each
Circumcised. You really want to give him your CPR, would you? Okay, now, Helen's obviously feeling under the pressure to conform there. How's she going to cope tomorrow when she finds out she's up for eviction? Probably she's off to the Priory. That's our talking point today. Who do you think is going to go out? Is it Penny? Is it Helen? Give us a call right now, 0870 901 9070. Right now, over to Natalie in the gallery.
Oh, yes, just like Devon said, here I am in the gallery. I'm walking down the stairs now. Potential for falling over could be quite high, and nobody wants to see that, but I don't know, probably some people want. But I'm here with Aidan, who is our senior producer. How are you, Aidan, today?
Hello, very well. Very excited that the grape task we've just given them is going very well.
I know I could hear you before. Yes! Cue in camera 12. Love it. More grapes. So can you tell us what is the grape task?
Basically, they've had a pretty heavy last couple of days, so we've given them a nice task just to pep them up a little bit, which is squishing grapes. And the more grapes they squish, the more wine they get. So for every 3 bottles of grape juice they manage to squish, we give them 1 bottle of wine.
So they've got to do it all with their feet?
All with their feet, it's in the rules, yeah.
I bet that's really nice.
And interestingly, it's Penny and Helen, who are the 2 nominated people who are at the moment in the buckets and the paddling pools doing the...
Honestly, who are giving it large and getting in there and doing it?
They are.
How very
If
surprising.
only they knew.
If only they knew, but they will soon. So can you tell us, how's the other task going? Tell us a bit about that one.
The bandaging thing's going reasonably well. They've done 2 days' worth, and they've got, they don't know it, but they've got scalds and burns tomorrow, and shock treatments and things like that.
Ooh!
But it's going reasonably well, and they've all got into the bandaging, except for Narinda, who was reading on her bed while the rest of them were getting on with the bandaging task.
Oh, so she's not really joining in?
Watching out for her being a bit of a weak link when that task actually happens.
How bizarre. Perhaps she'll be dispatched in a few weeks. Well, you just never know.
I'd love to know, but I don't know.
Well, you don't know. So also Brian's kind of taken the lead because he's obviously done first aid before.
Exactly. Brian's a trolley dolly, and he's done all the first aid drills. Apparently that's part of the training when they do all the doors closing and those are your exits and stuff. Part of their drill actually is to learn first aid.
So he's taking the lead. Are they all listening to him?
They are, although Dean and Elizabeth have also emerged as leaders on that particular task. They're quite sort of cerebral, quite clever, and I think it's a sort of 3-way leadership thing going on there. So.
Well, thank you for that, Aidan. That's all right. And we'll speak to you again soon. But now it's over to Dermot talking to the losers up the tower. Here he is.
Yes, you join me again on my wonderful Stylax 17 tower. Now, on Friday, Josh was told that the public had voted him in to be the 11th housemate. A tense moment for Anna and Natasha, but to be fair to them, they look genuinely pleased for him. Josh is now still in isolation. He goes into the house on Saturday, but Natasha and Anne have made their way back and are ready to reveal all about the Val Kilmer lookalike. Welcome, people.
Hello.
How are you? Sorry to drag you up to this tower rather than out my coffee studio. Guys, you must have had a lovely week, but how gutted are you that you didn't get in?
please. Gutted. We're
not gutted, no.
Wrong
Gonna have to
word.
get a job now.
Yeah.
That's the only thing, you know.
We had such a fantastic time over there.
Yeah.
It was just wonderful. And, you know, Josh was...
Josh is great, and he's got a cause. You know, he's fighting for gays. She was fighting for good-looking
I don't mean fighting as in...
No, you never know when he gets in there. You never know.
You weren't taken to the streets of wherever you were, just going, right, on in on the house, but you're dead.
No, we're not gutted. We're now leaders, aren't they, of the Josh will win.
What are your causes?
Young, sexy females who are independent, know what they want, and ain't afraid to get it.
I subscribe to your scripture.
Yeah, and
glamorous grannies who go out and just do the business.
I'm there too, sweetheart. Right, fantastic. Now, your first impressions of Josh when you met him, you spent a week with him. Tell us about them.
Gorgeous. Totally blow you over.
Yeah. Her eyes were like
lovely.
So why didn't you go for it?
Well, he's gay, isn't he? I tried to convert him while we were away, though.
And do you think he can be converted?
Totally. Oh, yeah. Anybody can be converted.
Let me ask you about the week that you actually had together. I mean, you know, essentially you were all under pretty much house arrest, weren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, how weird was that? Was it a good experience?
It was our own big brother, wasn't it?
Our
own?
Yeah, it really was. We lived in a bubble, totally. Weren't allowed to
I'll tell you
talk to
what,
anybody.
the camera should have been over there with us because it was wicked.
Really?
It was wild.
Wild. It'd have been really exciting.
Okay, now you've told us about Josh's sexuality. How therefore do you to the housemates and Brian in particular?
Very well, because he doesn't really intrude or encroach, you know, when anybody's...
He's got such an outgoing personality. He's lively.
Energy.
He's loads of energy, and he loves people. He's a real people person.
Well, what in particular do you think he'll bring to the house? Well, I mean, you said he's a great person. He's great to have around.
Lively. Some liveliness, please.
What do you think his main positive attributes are?
Flirting, outrageously. Outrageously. Wind up, totally.
Really?
Female, male, whatever. Yeah, he's well in there.
No, he's good. He's a good talker as well. Lots of lively conversation. I mean, he's good at alcohol games as well, isn't he? But we had a good time even when the alcohol wasn't flowing. Because we'd sit around the pool and we'd talk and discuss, and we were like, you know, we were laughing so much our cheeks would hurt.
Now, he's a good-looking man. Of that, there is no denying. Do you think he will handle, you know, the best part of, say, 9 or 8 weeks in there with, you know, very well with the lack of resources the guys have? Bear in mind, they had £49 to spend on food.
Right.
So vanity ain't going to be up, you know, too high on the old priority list.
Well, no, that guy, I had to share a bathroom with this guy, and he had so many lotions.
Really?
Oh, yes.
That's when the alarm bells must have started ringing for you.
Yeah,
Must have stood there and gone, hang on a second.
He does. He's very health conscious. That might be a problem, the food aspect, because he definitely he wants
High
rice every day,
protein.
eggs every day, all of these sorts of things. It's just not going to happen.
He's got no problem if he wants
He's
rice
worried
and eggs in there. Okay, and what about annoying habits? You said that, you know, you obviously had a great time together, you know, you were a team, but at the same time, you know, everyone has some annoying habits.
We know that one, don't we?
What are his?
He picking his nose.
Now,
Yeah.
that's not actually a big deal in there, because every
It's
man...
not, and it's not a big deal anyway, is it really?
No,
but when you're watching someone doing it and you're eating and
Lady,
stuff
I
like
didn't
that,
pick my nose. Okay, and guys, do you genuinely, honestly believe that he has got what it takes to go in there and win the public's affections, and therefore
We're there for him.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, totally.
We say now that he could actually go through and win it.
Yeah.
Because he will add something to it. We've had such a fabulous time with him.
Any of us three could have done it, but he's gone in and he will do it.
Guys, there is a veritable tsunami coming in to herald that. Can you maybe take one last look at the house? and wave it goodbye as the horsemen of the apocalypse come in? Should we just give it a wave?
Later!
No
one finale with 8 weeks of heaven.
Hi, I think they should give Anne and Natasha their own show. It could be like Laverne and Shirley on Ice or something like that. But anyway, last week we saw the housemates make it, and now we're going to give you the chance to win it. Yes, it's the calendar. Woo! We've got pictures behind me there of all the beautiful housemates. That could be us. So, if you're a suave Stuart or opposing Paul, by the way, they made me say that, please don't hit my face when they see it out. This one is for you. If you know someone, or if indeed you are someone who looks like the spitting image of one of the housemates, take a picture of yourself or of your friend and send it to Big Brother's Little Brother, and the address of that is Studio 1, 3 Mills Studio, 3 Mills Lane, London, E3 3DU. That's Big Brother's Little Brother, Studio 1, 3 Mills Studio, 3 Mills Lane, London, E3 3DU, and we're going to get a panel of talented monkeys, and also me and Dermot, and we're going to decide if you're a dead ringer, and then you could win the calendar. I'm going over to the couch now to go and sit by the lovely Mr. O'Leary. Ooh, hi. There.
You ever been up that tower?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it didn't surprise me.
I wrote that in my contract. I'm not going up there. We've got some emails now, though.
Talking point of the day is
talking point of the day
Penny
is-
or Helen? Who's got to go out? And why?
And why? I think that we should keep bothering, but at least Penny helps around the house. She cleans, cooks and helps everyone. All Helen does is say she's blonde and pretty. So keep Penny in and Helen out. And that's from Gareth Lewis in Swansea.
Thanks a lot. OK, we have Sam from Middlesex on the line right now. Sam, how you doing?
Hi.
How are you, all right?
Yeah, not bad.
Excellent. OK, tell us, who and why?
Helen out.
Helen out.
Why?
Why?
She just stands around on the set looking like Bambi, doesn't contribute anything to
Looking like
the
Bambi.
group. She's just sort of a bit simpery. Oh no, you know, I've let the fire go out, but I'm pretty, you know. So really doesn't do it for me. I think Penny, stay and mother them.
Is it the fact that you actually dislike Helen so much, or the fact that you actually you think Penny has some positive attributes?
It was just, I wouldn't have picked her out of the group, but the fact that they're the two that have been picked, Helen just doesn't appeal to me out of the two.
Let me ask you this, who would you have picked?
Pardon?
Who would you have picked?
Stuart, no top lip.
Yeah, his wife's loving this show.
Really?
OK, thank you very much.
Tunes in every week.
See you later on. Bye. OK, we have Rachel now from Aldershot.
Hello, Rachel. How are you? Hi, Rachel. What have you got to tell us today, Rachel?
Right, we want to keep Helen in the house and get rid of Penny.
Why?
Why? Because Helen's so much nicer than what Penny is. I mean, Penny's okay, but Helen's just so much nicer. I mean, she gave up the Gucci shoes and the handbag and gave a party for everyone.
That's very true, because
And they've repaid her by voting her out.
But Penny, she cooks for that house every day. Think about that. She cleans. Now,
Penny was nice, but it was a choice between Helen and Penny, and I'd rather keep Helen in.
OK, do you think she's more fun to watch?
Yeah, she just seems like a genuinely nice person. It seems like the other girls are quite jealous of her.
I think that that's true in a lot of respects. I think that's why she maybe got voted out as well. Well, thank you very much for your phone call.
OK, thanks.
Should have Jackie on the line now. Hey,
Yeah.
Jackie.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
From Sedgley. No messing around with you. You want to get
No.
straight to the point.
Yeah.
Is it Penny, is it Helen?
She's in there, she's out. Go on.
Helen, definitely Helen.
Why?
From what I've seen today, she's going to lose in this week's task as well. I mean, she just hasn't got a clue, really. I mean, Penny, she's just taking control, and like you said earlier, she's biting the hand that feeds them.
You watched earlier.
She did like to earlier.
Thank
Only
you.
because of you.
OK, yeah, so you're a big Penny fan, or is it just the fact that... OK, cool. Lovely. And you'd vote Helen out right now?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for your point there, Jackie.
Okay.
We're in a diamond. Just a very quick email for you. When Helen was given the choice of a party or the group, her life's ambition, handbag and shoes, she put the group first without hesitation. That's from Jim in Wandsworth.
Yeah.
We have been talking about Helen all day. The poor little thing. Many people don't like her, many people do. But before she went in the house, only a couple of days before, in fact, this is what she had to say about her chances.
I think I'll probably last about 2 weeks in the house because I think I might kill everyone with my cooking skills.
Oh, funny.
Tomorrow we find if you have any questions whatsoever about Big Brother, you simply email in. We'll give it to a veritable stat monkey and we'll get an answer for you. You make sure you have a great night and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Bye. Catch up with the latest action as we go live from the Big Brother house, coming up next on E4. It may contain strong language.